Okay, traveling around the country, listening to people sing and getting paid for it. That sounds like such a perfect job. Proper management should hire a talent scout to be able to find the artists that have yet to be discovered. Every musician you've ever heard was undiscovered at some point, and it might have been a talent scout that gave them their big break. I'm going to show you a slide that this is my favorite musician. His name's Tyler Ward, and he started out on YouTube. But he was recently signed to Sony Music Germany because he was discovered by a talent scout. And so also Justin Bieber, even though some people don't like Justin Bieber, he was discovered the same way. And so talent scouts have a lot of impact on the whole industry. Today we'll look at what a talent scout does, why proper management should add one to their team, and what specific set of talents they need to have to work for proper management. Let's begin with the biggest question: what does a talent scout even do? From first glance, it would seem that the talent scouts just drive around the country or fly to other countries and get paid to drink coffee and listen to music. Well, they do that, but what else do they do? Talent scouts have to be excellent seekers. They have to be able to have an eye for what could be. They have to be able to see talent in somebody that nobody else sees. And they have to be able to try to figure out how to pull that talent out of that person. Because if they are going to go out on a limb and bring that person in to work with their company, then they have to be sure of what talent lies under the layers. They have to have incredibly good communication skills. They have to be able to talk their way through anything. And talent scouts have to deal with a lot of jerks sometimes, and they have to deal with a lot of business people. So you basically just have to be a schmoozer, like Dr. Scott says. You have to be able to just be really good with your words and just to be able to talk your way through any situation. They have to be able to work their way through the business world. Sometimes they have to deal with difficult people, and they have to be able to have knowledge in business and to just know what's going on, because there are contracts and there are things that they could be stepping in on, and if somebody else has already discovered that artist and they're stepping in the middle of that, then they need to just have a very good knowledge of the business world. That way they can tiptoe around who they need to tiptoe around and be assertive in what they need to be assertive in. That way they don't get taken advantage of and their artist doesn't get taken advantage of. They have to equally be able to play and be serious. That's basically a trade in most jobs, but for talent scouts they have to be able to be relaxed and be chill, but at the same time they have to be able to be serious and they have to be able to get down to business. Now that you understand what a talent scout does, let's look at why proper management needs to hire one. Every record label and management company needs a talent scout to be able to have more success in their company. If they aren't looking for a new talent, they're always putting limitations on themselves. The competition is always looking for the next big thing, so you have to have it first. Other companies are always on the lookout. They always have talent scouts going out and searching for new talent for them. But if you don't have anybody out there looking for the talent, then the other companies are the ones that are always going to be finding it, and you're not going to be. It would bring in a lot more talent for the company to manage. More talent equals more business, and more business equals more success. Proper management, I didn't even know was a company until I volunteered for a tour a couple years ago. And they manage about a handful of artists. They're all really incredible and well-known artists, but they do just manage a handful. So if they had a talent scout, then they'd be able to get out and be able to draw in more artists and to be able to make their name more known. And it would give them more tour opportunities. Proper management is known for their touring. They have the biggest tour in the history of Christian music called the Young Messiah. And they've done several other tours. The VeggieTales tour is one of their biggest tours. And if they had more artists, they'd be able to do more tours, which is what they are known for, what they want to be known for. Now that we know why proper management should add a talent scout to their team, let's find out what specific set of talents a scout needs to have to work for proper management. To do any job well, you must possess certain qualities. And there is a specific set of talents that go along with being a talent scout. You must be able to keep odd hours, because if the artist, the potential artist, they're busy and they want to meet you at 3 o'clock in the morning, you have to be able to meet them at 3 o'clock in the morning. If you have to fly the red-eye flight to somewhere because a potential client is going to be somewhere, then you have to be willing to do that, to be able to keep odd hours. If that means sleeping in the afternoons and staying up really late and going to shows and finding people that way, then that's what you have to be willing to do. A talent scout needs to be knowledgeable about singing and about music in the industry. And be a musician yourself to know what people want, even if it's just singing, even if it's playing instruments, if it's doing anything that has anything to do with music. You need to be involved in that. That way you know what people are looking for. You must be willing to travel, which, if you want to be a talent scout, you probably want to travel. They travel throughout the whole country all the time, and they also travel overseas. So in conclusion, let's review what we discussed. Today we discussed talent scouts. As my audience, you know what a talent scout does, why proper management needs one, and what specific talents they need to possess to work for proper management. Although this job does have its downs and ups as well, I think I would make a fantastic talent scout and hope to be at some point in my life. Then I can travel the country, drink coffee, and listen to